And President Trump has just started to address journalists about the war in Iran. Let's listen into the
Suddenly there was
conference.
great turbulence. Nobody had ever seen anything like it. I kept a cool head and landed the plane. The pilot was amazed. He said, "Sir, how did you do that?" He said, "I've been a pilot for 50 years, but never seen anyone fly a plane like you. You saved our lives. You are unbelievably gifted." He really respected me. He really did. Who's next?
Mr. President, you campaigned on no more wars. Why are you now starting a war in Iran?
Well, as you can see, we've had to drop one of the words from that slogan, but just the smallest one. It's not really a war, though, I'd say. More of a special operation. A military one. Yes, a special military operation. Hey, I like the sound of that.
But why go to war?
Well, security and that sort of stuff. They could attack us first and all that. Ah, yes, and they were just 27 minutes away from developing a nuclear bomb. I saved the world. And I didn't even get a Nobel Prize.
But didn't you already deal successfully with the nuclear threat last time?
Yes, the last strikes were totally successful. Nobody's ever had success like that. We completely, totally, and permanently destroyed their nuclear capability. And we'll keep doing the same again.
Yes, guy with big teeth. Sir, as a result of this war, oil prices are skyrocketing. Are you worried about the higher prices for Americans?
Well, Americans will be more than happy to put up with some discomfort if it's for me. Plus, I have a friend in the East who I thought might appreciate the oil spike.
Well, it may be more than a friend. It's hard to read the signs. There's definitely some potential for something more. But there's no way you could know who I'm talking about. I love you, Vladov. You mean Putin?
How did you...
You do know that Putin is supplying information to Iran to target Americans?
Can't you just give him a break? You fake news people are always finding reasons to try to put Vladov down, just because he's causing the deaths of a few Americans. Plus, he's dealing at home with a cruel, unprovoked invasion of Russia by the Ukrainians.
But he's deliberately killing Americans!
So what? You want to risk upsetting him for that? Don't you think we've ever done anything that Russia doesn't like? Yes, woman with a bleeding nose.
Thank you, Mr. President. Sorry. You harshly criticized George Bush's war in Iraq. Why is your war different?
George Bush was the worst president in American history, apart from Barack Hussein Obama and Sleepy Joe Biden and some of the others. They want to bring him back, Sleepy Joe. They can't believe I beat him and they want to give him a second chance. He wouldn't even know where he was. And ask him a question and he'd just go on rambling in a different direction and completely forget what the question was about. Sorry, what were you asking?
I was asking why, after criticizing George Bush for going to war for regime change in Iraq, you are now doing the same thing in Iran.
This has nothing to do with regime change. We don't care about regime change. We just want to get rid of the leadership and change the system, that's all. Yes, Turban Head.
Mr. President, sir. Did you really bomb a girls' school in Iran? Wouldn't that be a war crime?
No, it definitely wasn't us. We never do that sort of thing. 100% it was the Iranians. They used their own bombs to bomb their own people. That's what we're dealing with here.
Why are you the only person in your government denying it? Even your lunatic war secretary seems to be sane enough not to deny it outright.
Well, I just didn't know enough about it. I can't know everything, can I? Anyway, even if it was us, we didn't do it deliberately, so that's probably okay, isn't it?
So if you're too ignorant to know, why do you assert so strongly that you definitely didn't do it?
Hey, who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm the president and winner of the prestigious FIFA Peace Prize. Just take your stupid oversized turban and get out of here. Okay, last question. Cat lady.
Mr. President, sir, what's the worst case scenario for how this war could end?
Maybe if we end up with a leader who's even worse, and they permanently block the waterways, and they keep attacking us. And maybe if the world economy tanks and there's global poverty and millions of people die for nothing, yes, I think that's probably the worst that could happen.
And if that happens, what plan do you have to deal with it?
Plan? Are you crazy? I don't need a plan. Everything I do works out perfectly. How could you not know that? I just follow my gut and it's always worked out fine. Just trust me. Now, take your dumb cats and get out. All of you. That's it. We're done. You can all just get the hell out of here.
That was the President of the United States with a critical update on the war in Iran. After the break, we meet the man who eats shoes for a living.